I know, but
I'm not trying to answer him, so maybe you have something to say about it.
Okay.
no, not really. I want Jeff. I just want Jeff to, because I asked a question and it was not answered.
What question is that?
It was many people are brought up in separated families, and their parents were separated ever since they were young, and there's so many things. Fathers beating the mothers beating the husband, and they grew up with anger in themselves, or basically not knowing how to love. And they may end up like what we were talking about, falling in love, being a fool and falling in love, or just always having anger. How do you, I don't know if it's in that book, how do you help that person have love?
It starts with forgiveness. They have to forgive those people in their lives that did whatever they did, that may give a negative impact on them. It still goes back to them. When you start by forgiving your parents for getting divorced, forgiving your father for cheating on your mother, maybe that's what caused the divorce. That's where it starts from. And without going for that, I know I've also got friends who are like that. But then it starts with forgiveness. If that person, teach that person to forgive whatever happened in their past. Because it's like they fail to move on from their past and they always go back, you know, and they use that anger on other people. That's like the way that they found to express their anger. Okay, so for as long as they don't move on from their past, they're going to be at the same place.
No,
But as in, if someone just says, my friend is divorced, it affects me, but now it doesn't affect me, I'm just a normal person. But in that person's character, just because of that, you know, I don't know if it's that gene that, I don't know what, but he just has anger.
I think I understand what you're saying.
They don't accept that they
There's
have
an
it.
example of a person who grew up with parents. His father used to beat up the mother. He didn't know that he had it within him.
Yeah.
And then later on, he started beating on his wife. It's not something that he admired when he saw his father doing, but it's something that he ended up doing. It's this subconscious thing that things that happen have an effect on you, and you don't even realize that. I think it goes back to what she's saying. You first have to realize that you have to change on your own. Because if you don't accept that you have to change, even if someone tries to help you, for you to get help, you have to realize that you have a problem. I don't know if Jeff, you can answer that because it was directed to you. Please try to be short. I don't have time.
Alright. Just as she has put it, there's always a problem when somebody is being fed by hate emotions of the past. Okay? You always have, if you have to make your relationship work, no matter what kind of home you grew from, you always have to let go of the past and start afresh. And I believe that if you want to start a new life and you ask God that you want to start a new life, you want to leave the past, God will help you do that.
So you've forgotten that I had a question?
A question. Okay, I had two people that were here. You can say Manzoe after these two people. I don't know if the 10 people will allow me to go on after that.
I can ask my question after.
Sorry. My question is, suppose if one of the partners is kind of controlling or domineering, how do you deal with that kind of 1 minute, let me ask.
Okay.
The other thing, second question, can we call nagging a love language?
Nagging, no. Can you call nagging a love language? Answer Bernard. You want to quickly answer? Very quickly.
The last one.
Okay.
No, it's not on the list of love language.
Thank you.
Okay. While I answer what she just answered, nagging is not on the list of love languages. If your wife comes and she looks at, why are you wearing your trousers like that? I really don't like it, you know. And she's just trying to find faults in you. Do you think that can be a love language?
But some people, okay.
Okay. And then,
I don't have time. Bernard will talk to you later. Kelvin, please quickly answer. Ask your question.
I've noticed that from from Mudenda's contribution and Mwines, it seems if those acts of service are withdrawn, the person is able to recognize that how important they were. So if you're doing the act of service to someone, but that person seems not to appreciate, would it be okay to withdraw them for some time?
What's wrong with you talking to that person and telling them about this so that you communicate that we have to correct this problem?
No, wait, look, that would be, I'm thinking that would be a best approach, because then after, if she asks why you've stopped, then you can tell them, maybe,
I didn't know that you liked it. With many, it was the past.
sorry?
With her,
It's not.
no. Okay, so
When you're doing can I say something? When you're doing an act of service, you are not doing it expecting something in return. Maybe that's your problem. Maybe that's what was misunderstood it. When you're doing something for someone, don't expect it in return. If I know that maybe Mudenda likes something, and maybe she likes something done this way. I saw her do it herself one time, and I saw how she struggled. And for me, it's so easy. I do it for her not because I want her now to do something else in return. I want to be recognized as someone who did it for her. And then act of service is just something that you, from your own heart, that you just.
Isn't that a love language?
I was talking about.
It is. Now what?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for
Thank you very much.
Excuse me. We don't have time. We don't live here alone. Unfortunately, we can continue this topic tomorrow. It's not a sin that we continue tomorrow. So please write down your points and you'll be free to continue tomorrow. We thank Precious for. I'm sorry.
I was the first one.
Thank you very much, Precious, for the lovely topic, and we thank everyone for the interaction. At this time, I would ask us to stand as Precious closes for us in a word of prayer.